Honestly, guys, I don't want to be the one to be pitching you guys plugins and telling you what to buy and how to spend your money on music stuff.
Shut up and take my money.
But this one, I think you're going to really dig it. This is a brand new plugin from Waves. It's called Harmony. As you can tell, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's definitely a vocalist's dream come true. Let's get right into it. Radium POW, Waves Harmony. Let's go. First things first, thank you guys for supporting the channel. If you want to pick up this plugin, you can click the link in the description. It supports the channel. I am affiliated with Waves, okay? I'm being really clear and honest about that. I'm not going to try and pitch you on this to buy it. You spend your money however you want, but this thing is super dope and I think you'll like it. And that's why I want to share it with you, okay? Let's get right into it. This is a track I'm working on, and here's a part that I wrote actually using this plugin. I'm even gonna, if you keep watching the video, I'm gonna give you guys something for free. I'm gonna give you some patches, some channel strip presets, all that good stuff, so you guys can groove out on this shit too. All right, so I've been writing this bridge on this track, and I came up with this vibe here.
We're born rebels, fight through the pain, but you never reach my level.
It's so fun! First of all, the chain I had Waves Tune on here at first, but you don't really need it when you're using Harmony because you have this correction here. So you can actually put it on natural, hard correction, or notes. Okay, so it's gonna correct depending on what you want. This is the source, so this is your main like vocal input, whatever you're doing, whatever you're bringing in through the source, okay? So that's my vocal, and then here's the harmony, so you could turn that up or down, like the blend of the harmonies, okay? There's presets in here. I'm using a preset, but I'm just gonna solo this out so you can hear it, and then just look at the plugin and just watch that because it's got some really cool information that you like. One thing I realized about this plugin is that it really helps me write. There are other things to it that make it really fun. Okay, so first of all, you can take the source, you can turn it up or down. So once you sing, you can take that source and just turn it completely down and only have the harmony stacks, which is a great way just to write harmony parts. You know, you're trying to harmonize your chorus, stack in some harmonies, bam. You could turn up or down the harmonies. So I'm gonna turn those up and down and show you what that sounds like. So you could tell like my vocal is treating it with a correction of notes. You could turn it to more natural. It's going to correct it a little bit more natural. You could put Waves Tune ahead of it or auto tune or whatever your favorite tuning is and just turn that off if you want to. You could just have it off, right? You could play keys and play chords in while you harmonize. It's unlimited. You can do whatever you want and however you want to use this thing, and that's kind of where the creativity comes in for me on it. Here's your minimum note, and you can kind of set that. Like what's the bottom note that you want to be hitting with any of your harmony. That's really cool. So you kind of get rid of anything that's going to sound too low and muddy and garbagey. This is dope. Like these are some awesome presets. I'll flip through them later in the video. And I'm also going to give you guys something for free if you leave a comment, you know, because we got to have an even trade here. So keep watching. Harmonies, really cool. You could just go fourth, fifth. Like, for example, you're having a hard time trying to figure out how to follow the third or the fourth or the fifth when you're doing a harmony stack on your song. Simply put, you can take this thing, pop it on your lead vocal, pop on the third, and now you got a third stack harmony. You could take the source down and then print the harmony. And then there you go. You can teach that to another singer. If you're producing and you're like, hey, sing the third on the harmony, sing the fourth or the fifth above or fifth below. You know what I mean? You can print those out and you can have those for the singer so you can have a template of your harmonies. Because maybe you're just not the best vocalist, but you're pretty good at keys or whatever else. Really good way to communicate with singers. And I think it's an awesome tool. Now, this is really dope. I love the chords and this whole idea of like, hey, We're going to have preset chords in here, things that just kind of fit different styles of music. Probably my favorite part of it because it just sparks all these ideas for writing. And then another favorite part for me is the global thing here. You could do the format and you could also spread it. So check this out. Like literally makes me sound like a different singer, which is really cool. Format shifted up, you're gonna have more of like a female high. It doesn't go too far out where it feels really unnatural. Other things that I really love about it is the delay. This is really, really cool. It kind of separates the notes from the original vocal. So if you sing into it and you're going, ha, ha, you can get the harmonies to come in later. You can even do feedback. If you click this little you know, notes here, you can literally do it by time. So let's say you do like a quarter note and you want to have a quarter note delay. You can go bam and pop it onto quarter note, and then we could take some feedback up. Check this out. Now, it sounds kind of crazy by itself, but listen to it in the track. Very musical. Gives this really like growing kind of sound, which is dope. There's also a filter built in, so we can filter out the harmonies. Check it out. That's a really good way to make depth in your records because the harmony, if you're going to use it as a delay, if it comes later, it feels like it's further back because it's darker. You're not getting that really crispy upfront high-end stuff because high-end is very directional, right? So this is really dope. Like built-in filters sounds awesome. You got some modulation stuff where you can literally take the modulation of an LFO, take M1, drag it to pan, right? And then you can take this modulation and say, hey, I want to sync it, re-trigger it, poly, free, whatever, right? So I'm going to go synced and say you want to do like half note. And what it'll do is, or quarter note, let's try, right? It's going to go through this LFO with the pan. So it's actually the modulation of the pan is going to be on the M1 to pan, right? You could take M2, put it wherever you want it. You know, there's all these modulation of capabilities, change the waveform, but you can literally just drag and drop any modulation you want here, right? So pitch, you can do amplitude. You have ADSR 1 and 2, modulation 1, 2, 3, 4 different modulations. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a really great writing tool for you. Also just a creative tool. For me, I feel like my favorite part is the presets, but also you can play in notes however you want. You just assign the source different, right? So you could say, hey, I want this to be input, key input by a keyboard, and then you could play the chords in however you want to play them in, like any harmonizer, like any vocoder, right? Format shifting, pitch, notes, all this stuff is really cool. Global, showed you all that stuff. Now, I have this whole chain here. I'm going to break down the chain and I'm going to give it away to you guys. Whoever wants it, you got to just drop a comment right here. Okay, I want a link to your music. I don't want you guys to just say, "That's fire, bro. I love this plug in the week." Like, drop a comment with some music of yours and let me know how you would use a harmonizer. Like, do you even use harmonizers in your music? I just want a link. Like, drop a SoundCloud link, YouTube link, Spotify link. Let me know what the song is and your artist name because I'm going to check out your music. All right, so here's the chain. You got the harmonizer, you got the CLA-3A, which really kind of is just this buttery, smooth opto compressor. Love it. One of my favorite plugins, actually, from Waves. The de-esser, this thing is incredible. You guys, there's so many de-essers out there. This thing is gold. Like, don't try and fix something that's not broken. All right, I usually am around like 5,500 for my sibilants. And this TLM 103 picks up a lot of sibilants. Okay, and then this Q6, I'm just literally like dipping it out so it feels really filtered in the back, really vibey. I'll turn that on and off for you. And reverb. Oh my gosh, you guys. I use reverb on almost all my records. And people are like, yo, how'd you get that reverb sound? I'm like, that's Waves reverb, bro. Like, you know, it's like a $20 plugin. You know, it's amazing. Some of the best things in here, I use different vocal stuff from artists, like presets, and then I kind of mess with them. But there's just some amazing presets in here that you could start with. Dave Pensato's got some good shit in here. The JD preset. Super dope. But yeah, this is all it is right here. And I'll turn it all off and on just so you can hear it. Here's the Waves harmony without my chain. Okay, you can see it's very dry, right? And it's also in your face. So if I want to write a vocal line on that, it's just going to be really hard. So I'm going to turn all my chain back on, and here's what it sounds like with the chain. So real spacey, really deep, and then that way I can write like a vocal part on top of it. Just some scratch vocals here, just some melody ideas, just so you can hear kind of the dimension it's giving. Guys, I feel really honored to bring this plugin to the table for you guys and be one of the first to review it. So please, if you like it, pick it up right here on the link in the description. It helps the channel out. Again, it's an affiliate link. All right. I'm straight up with you guys. I love you guys. I want you guys to make really dope records, get the best tools out there. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like the video, drop a comment with your music. I'm going to send you that chain. All right. Peace.